Lighthouse Realty's Brian Kinard is back with me, and as always, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Betsy.
So we are at that time of the month where we got last month's numbers. So what do they look like?
So yeah, that's right. Everybody who's following Cruising with the Kinards is getting their How's the Market update, but the Hilton Head Area Realtors just released the May numbers. I can't believe we're talking about May already.
No. Can't believe we're halfway through June. How did that happen?
Anyhow.
Yeah.
So same conversation. Inventory, big lack of it. Down 22% in the single family home market compared to the same time last year on Hilton Head Island. Down almost 19% in the villa market on Hilton Head Island. As to be expected with the slowdown in the economy and eventually shutting down from the virus,
right.
We did see roughly a 50% reduction in closed units in the month of May versus 19. But our year-to-date numbers aren't looking so bad. Year-to-date homes are only down about 6%.
That's really good news. I mean,
bad.
really, that's not bad.
And then in the condo market, we're hovering around 20% down closed units, but our prices are up on both.
Okay.
Hovering around 6% on both. I think what it shows is the supply and demand, right? I mean, we can't build a new inventory. We've talked about this multiple times on the show. And our demand is increasing, and inventory is even shorter today than it was last year.
That's what I was going to say. We were talking last year about lack of inventory, and it's even more
There's
so.
115-ish, I'm trying to do some math in my head real quick, 115-ish less homes for buyers to choose from today on the island than there was this time last year.
Right, which is crazy.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot of homes.
It is a lot of homes.
About 20%.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk a little bit, we'll shift gears a little bit, and let's talk about what makes you kind of unique in what you do and why somebody would want to choose you.
Sure, yeah. So I really pride myself on being kind of concierge, tailor my service. Each client's needs are different. Each house needs a different marketing program when I'm trying to sell it. You're going to do a different marketing program for an oceanfront than you would for, say, the one-bedroom condo. They both require a good marketing program and a plan, but they're different things.
Sure.
The first-time home buyer needs something different than the person that's buying their third and fourth investment property. So being able to get in there and really get in there with my clients and find out what their needs are, their why. Why are they buying? Why are they selling? And then tailor my service and use my expertise to help them navigate that process that way, rather than put them into my system, if you will.
Yeah.
I get into their world and let them use my expertise and revenue and referral network and things like that.
Yeah.
And really tailor that service to their needs and that specific property need.
Well, and the other thing we've talked about with you as well is one of your office locations is right in Harbortown. And so if it's somebody that's looking to list their property, they are going to have a lot of people walking by.
That's right. We got great exposure. I might be able to come over here and expose my listings. And then what do you say? The cool thing about one of my locations in the Harbortown near the base of the lighthouse is that we display all of our listings in there. And as you can imagine, a lot of people walk through that office every single year and see those listings. And the cool thing is those folks are right here, right? All of us agents are out there trying to get as many of these internet leads and get in front of people and whatnot, but these folks are here, on Hilton Head Island and ready to look at property.
And it may be just that time that they're ready to pull the trigger and finally buy something.
That's right.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about first-time homeowners. Because that is a really different process. It's very daunting, when you're starting to figure out where you want to look, how much you want to spend, how much you can afford to spend. So walk us through that process a little bit about how you take somebody through that.
Perfect. So we're going to start with the first thing, how much you can afford, right? Yeah. So get with that buyer and see kind of where they're at. There's different loan products out there to help the first-time home buyer. Some no money down stuff, some lower money down stuff. Finding those things out and getting them in touch with the right lender first so we can find out what product they're approved for and how much.
Yeah.
And then we can get out there and start finding the right house. And then it's tapping them into my referral network and making sure that I'm helping facilitate that process and explaining all through the way that the lender's going to get into your bank accounts and getting all those pay stubs and getting all that stuff in order and helping do that and getting that stuff along. And while they're dealing with that, I can be dealing with the inspections and all the repair work and dealing with the other agent on getting that stuff moving along.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Brian. It's always good to see you, and make sure you're checking out Cruising with the Kinards for all of his inside info. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.